Hi everybody, it's Chef Rob from the Kitchen to Market and Chef in Your Kitchen in my kitchen. Barbecue season just around the corner. So I thought I'd share a couple of my favorite barbecue rub recipes so to get you all prepared for the upcoming season. So in the drop down box in YouTube, you see all the recipes and all that stuff in that, okay? So the two I wanted to share with you, my first one I want to talk about is my barbecue rub one. Lots of ingredients to it, but the flavor is just amazing with it. A couple key things with this one, and I'll talk a bit about some of the herbs I really like using in this one. Number one is I really enjoy the smoked paprika. I am a big fan of the smoked paprika. I love it on barbecue as a rub and spice and that. But hey, if you're not a smoked paprika person, sub in just regular paprika, okay? The other one in here is I use brown sugar. So I always tell people if you're going to do this recipe, just be careful with it because that brown sugar absolutely can burn. So if you're putting on maybe chicken, just watch your cooking oven that. So a lot of times when I'm using this rub for chicken, I will put it on the skin side. I would put it on my barbecue, sort of kind of sear it, and then I would flip it over bone side down and then cook it the rest of the way. So that's one way I do it using this rub and that. But it is a very versatile rub, and all these spices you can get anywhere, any local store, the bulk barn and stuff like that, okay? Now, the other thing with this, with my rubs and that, if you really want to take it to the next level and that, I grind a lot, so I get the whole, so whole peppercorns, all spice now, and I grind it up, and I find that just takes that just to that next level of flavor. Now, so that's a good way of doing it if you really want to take it to another level now. But again, you can get all these spices in a local store now. The other thing is I do up a batch. When I do my batch, you put it in a nice sealed jar, and it'll hold for a couple months in that, okay? So it's an actual one. Get it in there, get it in your cupboard, and get ready for that barbecue season. So that's my barbecue one. It's a sweet one, beautiful barbecue, and lots of things you can put that on, okay? Now, my other one, and I gotta say this is my favorite. And you probably, if you watch some of my recipes, you'll often see me use this Cajun rub. It's absolutely one of my favorite rubs. Couple things with this rub. Again, smoked paprika. I gotta have my smoked paprika. I use the kosher salt in it. But the one thing I do with this one is you'll find a lot of Cajun rub recipes will call for cayenne pepper. I find cayenne pepper is a very tricky pepper to use in a sense that you can really put too much in it and it's just too powerful, too hot as a taste in that. So one of my big recommendations, if a recipe calls for cayenne pepper, start with half of what they're calling for. Try it. Then if you find it still needs a little more heat to it, then put a little more in, okay? Because really all you're looking for when it comes to spices now, the spices should be at the end of your tasting food. It should not be the first thing you taste when you eat spicy foods. It should be really the way you're finishing that beautiful taste in that, okay? So for me, I use sweet pepper flakes. You can get them in the bulk store. I go to Amar's Meat Deli over on Lancaster Street. They have it there, but you can find that anywhere. I like the sweet pepper flakes. I find the taste is amazing, and it just gives me enough heat for this one. So that's the one on this. I do use that a lot. So, they're all in the drop-down box. Go to them. Give these rubs a try. They are absolutely dynamite. You'll really love it, and it'll just take that barbecue to the next level. All right, so for everybody out there, just remember, Kitchen Market's open on Saturdays from 7 till 2. Please go in the kitchener.ca site just in case there's any protocol changes, and support your local vendors. All right, so for everybody out there, please be safe and see your real